What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the M3. We're going to be just doing some fine-tuning adjustments to the suspension, and we came across this weird rattling sound every time we turn the wheel, or I guess when the idle kind of dips a little bit for whatever reason, like if you turn the AC, I don't know. But I'll put in a clip right here. Yeah, it sounds pretty nasty, because at first I was like, shit, like maybe the power, something with the power steering, something. I was just expecting the worst. We were driving up and down the driveway, kind of seeing where the noise is coming from. It kind of sounds like the exhaust is rattling up against something. I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up and kind of look underneath and try to figure it out. But as far as the suspension, you can kind of tell that this front camber is a little less than this side. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that. As far as clearance, we do want to lower the car just a little bit. This probably has like a 2-finger gap right here, and on the other side it's a little bit less. So we're just going to go ahead and even it out, make it look better. The rears are fine. Don't want to go any lower than this because we don't have our fenders rolled and we don't rub, but when we hit big dips on like the freeway or anything like that, you do kind of hear it rubbing. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. That way all these fine-tuning adjustments as far as like lowering the car, probably today, if we have time, we're gonna go ahead and get the car aligned. If not, we'll just go tomorrow. So for today, it's just gonna be adjusting the suspension and figuring out what that rattle is. You saw in the previous video on the wheel reveal right here. If you haven't went to go check that out, go ahead and check that video out. You obviously see what wheels are already on it now, but as you saw in the video, that car was at a shop when we were working on it, and that's my girlfriend's dad's shop. Shout out to Frank. He let us use his lift and, you know, just to make the job easier when we did the motor mounts, transmission mounts, and put on the new wheels. And going on a lift makes things so much easier, but for today, we're gonna go ahead and just use the normal jack stands, ramps, whatever we can use. After being there and working on a car on a lift, it makes me want to lift or some kind of like, maybe like those quick jack things. It would make life so much easier. But hopefully that day comes soon. So for now, we just gotta work with what we got. Now that we have the car kind of lifted up, I'm waiting for the exhaust to cool down so I can go under there, start shaking things around and see what's going on. We have this pretty cool WRX that came in for Jirath detail. Got some cool Z40s with the STI Brembo brakes. It's clean. Before we got the M3 and stuff, me and Jirath both had a 2016 Subaru STI. I had a white one, he had a silver one that he made yellow. Actually, it's right here. I took this picture, and he had the cool like S207 look. Yeah, we both had STIs for a little while, and as you can see from the shirt, BRZ. It's funny, me and Jirath also had 2014 BRZs. We had that for a little while. It's kind of funny. We've both been twinning with cars for a little bit, but now we have the M3 and some other projects coming up soon. So right now he's putting some LEDs on the Prius. How's that going? How are you feeling today, Jirath?
Feeling nice.
It's kind of a tight squeeze in here, but it looks like it might be rattling against one of the heat shields near... I'm so stupid. I found it. Look at this. That's loud enough because I checked all the heat shields and I don't see anything. Hey, Jirath, I'm dumb. Alright, I feel kind of stupid because, I mean, in the video that you saw earlier, it sounds really bad, you know? Oh, I found something else. That's not good. So that needs to be replaced too. There's literally always something new. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. The E46 M3s, you know that you gotta pay to play, basically. But other than that, man, this car is just too much fun. Oh shit! Alright. Well, let's start up the car. Hope we don't hear it, and then go from there. Well, by the sound of it, it looks like that was the issue. Obviously, we got to drive it around and still see if that makes that sound. But for the most part, I think that was what was wrong with it. So we're going to fix the lowering of this side and probably the camber. So this side just needs a little bit more camber than the other side. I don't know if you can tell. So you can see it's kind of like a little bit straight, and then this side has more camber. Obviously, when you're running a 18x10 set, it does require more aggressive camber in the front. The way it looks in the front on the left side looks really good. We're obviously going to get the alignment and see what that calculates to. The reason why I'm going to go ahead and adjust the camber in the front myself is because with these cars, let me show you, well, at least for this car, when you take this off, you can see the camber plates. It's kind of hard to adjust, kind of like hidden in, so you can't like push it around. Same with this side as well. It's kind of hidden. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just adjust this camber plate, move it one space over, and that should be good. All right, so yesterday we kind of got caught up with a bunch of stuff, so now we're gonna go ahead and finish where we left off.
No rush, man. Jack. No rush, it's on the jack.
No!
No, it's here. Hold on. Don't
move. Fuck. You got it? Oh my god. I'm trying to call the alignment shop to see if they're busy right now, because we'll probably just go right now.
What time is it?
All right, it's 2:24, and he said the last car they take is at 3, so it's gonna take us almost 30 minutes to get there, so we're gonna just rush over there. All right, so we just got back from the alignment. Oh, where's the paper? Where is it? Here we go. So as you know, we adjusted the front camber ourselves. We did actually put a little bit too much on the left side that we were working on. As you can see, for 3.46, we want to get it close to like 3.5 and 3.5, so we're going to go ahead and fix that. Rear left, we went -2 degrees camber in the rear. We're experiencing a lot of, you know, steering wheel shaking, and I don't know, I guess the person that we had taken the wheels to get them balanced didn't really do a good job. We got everything corrected. So the one thing I do have to say about these Federal tires, or what they had mentioned to me, is especially with that style, the Federal RS Pro, or maybe I guess it's just a variation of the RS series, they're kind of uneven balanced tires, so they do require heavier weights just to get the wheel balanced correctly. There was about 3 ounces that they had to add just to balance the wheel, which is kind of bad. We just wanted to try out these tires out, see how they grip and whatnot, but eventually we'll probably upgrade to something better, because the RS, I mean, the Federals are cool because they're cheap and, you know, they're pretty grippy 200 treadwear tires, but for the most part you can definitely get a way better tire. I would want to go a little bit lower just to make it look just a little bit nicer, right? You want to get that almost 1 finger gap in the front, but with ST coilovers, I guess that's the lowest we can go. We pretty much maxed it out to as low as we can, and I think on the spec sheets it's about like a 1.6-ish inch drop. As you can see on this side, it's like literally like 1.5 inch. It's pretty much 1 finger, I guess, but you know, sits really nice, especially the rear. Let me try to get a good shot on the other side. I don't know if you guys can see, the rears are nice and flush. This is how I would want it to sit in the front. You know, it's literally like almost a finger, or like half of a finger, to be honest. But the rears look really good. We are, as I mentioned before, running a 10mm spacer in the rear and a 5mm just to clear the coilover in the front. So with this 10mm, yeah, it could fill out a little bit more. The thing is, we don't have our fenders rolled on either front or rear, and we don't really want to if we don't have to. And right now the only rubbing that we're experiencing is if like on the freeway on like the big dips and whatnot. I'm honestly super happy with the way it came out. It looks and feels really good. So that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about the specs or anything about the car. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.